Okay. Cool kids, we're going to weigh some more coins. Cool kids, we're going to weigh it. Oh, yeah. So, first thing we're going to do, well, there's a couple things we're doing here. So, this video today is a multi-purpose video. Yeah, we're doing a bunch of stuff. So, I went ahead and grabbed out of the storage the album for me to put this Coinstar find in. A lovely. Now, usually in Coinstar, I just get dimes and quarters, or war nickels, you know. But this time, 50 cent. 50 cent. Whoosh. 64. Kennedy. Need some more. Got to get them all, right? Got to catch them all. So, you know, nothing beats that price of silver. That's the best price of silver ever. Whether it be a war nickel or what have you. One of these days, I'm hoping to find a Trime in there, you know, something cool like that. Yeah. This album we're about to weigh is my U.S. silver dollars and halves album. And it's also got some ASEs in it, which would be silver dollars. So mostly it consists of Walker halves, I would say, weight-wise. And there's some more nickels in here too, oddly enough. Anyway, and a few 40%ers that happen to be in flips when I buy them, you know. All right, here we go. We're going to weigh it. So we're going to tear it out. There we go. We're teared out. And now the magic. All right, so we got 9 pounds even, right on the money of, I'll go ahead and show the coins like I do. We got our Morgamis. We got our peace dollars. We got some commemorative dollars and some silver Ikes and ASEs and more commemorative dollars. So we get really good prices on these sometimes, guys. We really do. All right, and then we got a Lafayette dollar, and now we're getting into the half dollar. Oh, there's a trade dollar. There's a seated dollar. Some seated halves, all the halves, halves. So many halves. Some might say I have an obsession with halves, but I don't know. Rumors, I tell you, rumors. Oh, yeah. Anyway, you get the idea, guys. You get the idea here. And then we got some war nickels. Oh, Trimes? Are those Trimes? Oh, those are Barber dimes. Barber dimes. All right. Some more war nickels. More war nickels. 2 pages of war nickels. Don't want to cheat you guys. Not that, I mean, there's no key date of war nickel to my knowledge. Oh, here's the Trimes. Yep. There's some Trimes. And here's an 1883 Hawaiian 10 cent. And there is an ASE that's nice and toned. Oh boy. Yeah, I kind of like those toned. And here's a so-called dollar from San Diego. That's 90% silver. And guess what? We got space for our Coinstar find. All right, guys. So there you go. There's that. Now we get to the cool part of this video. So this is for my old buddy, my old pal, AG Stacker 17. The Kansas kid. I almost said his name wrong. Kansas Kid, and he. Now, I don't want to be presumptuous of their gender, but I'm pretty sure in his bios, if he had them and needed to let us know, he'd say he. I would imagine. So I don't feel too presumptuous. I'm just clowning around, guys. All right. Anyway, the Kansas Kid just posted a video. I want you guys to check it out. And in that video, they kindly share with us a Mint State Franklin half, which, that's cool. Actually, I might have a couple. Let's see. Now, personally, this is me. I don't like Franklin halves. 2 reasons. One, if you're looking at purely stacking weight, right? For instance, if you want stacking coins, these are the ones I recommend. I don't believe I've ever paid melt for one of these, ever. That's my recommendation. And then the next one I'm going to tell you, if you can get any of these kind of commemoratives anywhere near melt, get them, because they're typically not very worn. And this one was $8.31. That's a pretty good price. Yeah, and then of course you got your Colombian halves, which are really fun. But you get the point. And Stony Mountain. The point is, that's reason number 1. That's reason number 1. Number 2 is they're ugly. Ooh, did I say that out loud? Guys, I said it out loud. All right, let me show you what I mean. Okay, look at this. This is about as good a Franklin as I have. I don't know if it's in Mint State or, let's literally look at that bell line that gets everybody excited, right? There we go. There's the bell line. Now, my problem with this coin, see the bell line, is the reverse, okay? This is like the goofiest reverse ever. That chicken doesn't belong there. The detail on it is weak sauce. Look at that. This coin doesn't have much wear on it, but the strike is so weak. Look at that. Garbage coin. Garbage. Look at Ben's head. Again, this may not be in Mint State. I'm not an expert on that, but I'm telling you, this coin doesn't have a lot of wear. But right off the bat, just the strikes on these. I don't know if it's the original sculpt. I don't know. Not a fan. Now, my pick to click, back to my first point, is these right here. If you're wanting silver weight, and you can get halves, and all things being equal, these are the ones you want, right here. You're gonna weigh these, look. You can find walkers. This is a pretty nice walker, right? But a lot of walkers you get, they don't look like that. A lot of walkers you get look more like, let me find a slicker one. Actually, I'm having to hunt for one. Here we go. Look more like this, okay? If I were to pull this out of the flip and weigh it, I guarantee it's light in the ass, and this one's going to be really close to 3.3617. So, yeah, and then, I must have bought that when silver was higher, but the point is I probably thought that was a good deal when I got it. All right, anyway, enough of that. That's a different discussion. There you go. So now you know my personal preferences on half dollars, right? I like my halves a little less Franklin-y. That's what I'll say. Ooh, this one's nice. Let's pull this out. So this is a 63p, just like that last one. And again, look, it's got luster. I don't know if it's in mint condition, I don't know, but it's got a bell line. Come on. got the bell line, I guess, that everybody likes or whatever. My point is, I mean, look, let's be real. Let's have a real talk. Let's really talk about this. Which reverse would you rather look at? You know, if you had a choice, would you rather look at this or this? I mean, you might have a preference that's different than mine. I'm not here to hate on you. I'm just saying that, you know, this or this. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But that's not the point of the video. The point is that I have a very cool thing to say here, and that is die cracks. Yes. So the Kansas Kid has a die crack. He thinks it's in a holder. It's in a it's graded. It's a graded coin. Okay. Die crack, he says. Now I don't know. I'd have to. You know, I don't have the coin in my hand, and I'm not here to poo-poo on the idea of there being a die crack. There could be. There very well could be a die crack. I want you guys to watch the video and help that man figure it out. Okay, there are people that know a lot more about coins than I do, as far as, you know, grades and whatnot. And so I invite all of you experts to go to the Kansas Kid's channel and help him figure out if he's got a cracked die, Franklin half, in mint condition in a flip. But the thing is, the thing was graded, and there's no mention of it on the holder. And that's why I'm wondering if the holder, you know, I don't know the rules on that. You guys know a lot more than I do. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. All right. Now, having said all that, let us get to the point. I own a few coins I know that have cracked dies, and I promised the Kansas Kid that I was going to pull those out for him. By the way, guys, while we're at it, if you want to get a cool coin that used to be cheap, they ain't cheap no more. Let me suggest to you a 1921D Morgan dollar. Okay? The reason I say that is because it's the only Morgan dollar ever minted at Denver. Now, you know, there's a lot of different years that have different mint marks, but that's the only one with a D on it. All right. All right. Anyway, having said all that, they made millions of them. So, not rare or nothing. Just a cool piece if you don't have one. But these days, I don't recommend any Morgans unless, you know, you're trying to do the key date and you're getting a fair price. But even the prices are just goofy on those. And guys, let's talk about these remake, restrikes, whatever you want to call them, in .999. Now, I know a lot of people bought them, and I know you think they're cool. They're not. Not to me. That's my opinion. Stack what you want, but I'm not going to pay $100 for an imitation coin when I can get the real deal, even at the inflated rates, right? And I don't know what the mintage is on these, but I'm sure it's, you know, I'd have to look. I don't care what the mintage is because it's not a Morgan dollar. And the reason it's not a Morgan dollar is it's the wrong purity, it's the wrong silver weight, and then, you know what? I just don't care. Now, if they're making a proof, that might be something cool to grab because, you know, it's a proof. All right, our next album that we're going to weigh is these coins here. It's half dimes, quarters, and dimes, and trimes are all in here. And, you know, real quick, I'll show you what it all looks like, and then we'll get to the weight is, hold on. There we go. weight of this album should be pretty light. 7.6 pounds. 7.6 pounds. Yeah, it's pretty light because it's smaller coins. And most of that weight's going to be in the quarters. All right, here we go, guys. So we got half dimes. Boom. And then some Barber dimes. Woo-woo. And then we got some Cap Bust dimes. Cap Bust. Bust a cap. Okay. Good. Got all the Cap Bust. Now we got seeded. All right. Seeded dimes. Seeded dimes. Seeded dimes. And then we got some more Barbers and a Merc and some Barbers and Mercs. More Mercs. All the Mercs. Come on, Renegade. Come on, baby. All right, and then we get into the Rosies. And again, these are things I bought in flips or put in flips when I first started. I don't put these coins in flips anymore unless they come from a Coinstar. Yeah, they're all in rolls now. All right, now we get into our quarters. We got Cap Bust quarters. We got Barber quarters. We got seeded quarters. More seeded quarters, some Barber quarters, all the quarters. Here's some SLQs. And now we're in the Washingtons. And the point of this video is I have a cracked die Washington quarter that I'm going to pull out here in a second. And also I need to check my quarters because my co-partner in crime is starting a Washington quarter collection, and I told him any dates I have that he doesn't, I'll be willing to trade quarter for quarter. I don't have any key dates or anything. I guess I got 32p, but that's not a key date. And we're into just random stuff I've grabbed and just thrown in here at this point. There's a 20-cent piece. Pretty cool little coin. All right. And, a war nickel. And more quarters. Guys, you've seen Washington quarters before. Yeah, we're getting a little long, so I'm going to get to the point here and pull out these cracked die coins. But yeah, you get the idea. There's some more SLQs, blah, blah, blah. You know what I do is I buy lots of stuff and I just, throw them in here. And so let me pause this and get those coins out I want to look at. All right, guys. So I looked for that quarter and I looked for it and I couldn't find it. I do own one. I don't know where it went, but there's the cracked die on this coin. You see it between the T and the A there. Goodness gracious. This one's a lot more subtle than but it's there. You can see it. But the one on that Washington quarter I have is just astounding. There it is. Cracked die. See it? So what has happened there is there's extra silver between that T and that A. See it? Now you can really see it. But the quarter I have, I can't find it. It's a 44. It's got a crack all the way through the whole coin like that. But see that? You can see it clearly there. Yeah. So the point is, the reason I'm showing this is it's raised, not indented. See these bag marks here? That's clearly indented into the coin. This is raised here. It's above the field, right? So it has a contour, a texture. That's not infused into the coin. All right. Anyway, that's the only cracked die coin. I do have a Canadian 50-cent coin that's got a crack on it, and I've also got, like I said, that 44 quarter I can't find for some reason, but it's got a really serious crack on it, and that's why I thought it'd be really cool to share, but I can't share it because I don't have it. It must be somewhere else in the storage bin. Anyway, it's really worn, so it's not going to be worth a lot of money or nothing, but it's definitely a cool crack coin example. Man. Yeah, I wish I could find it, but I can't. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, all that jive. And I am calling out the Kansas Kid on the video, and I'm also going to maybe call out somebody else. Tom's Coins. I gotta call out Tom's Coins because he is a Coinstar junkie too, and he couldn't find the Kennedy half. So I'm calling him out because he doesn't have a Kennedy half out of a Coinstar. So what? All right, peace, guys.